having a wonderful day, and I'm very excited to be back to show you my Traveler's Notebook and my entries in my Bible for Revival Camp for the first month. So there are 3 kits to Revival Camp. This is just from the first kit for the first 4 weeks. So I'll show you those entries, and I will leave links down below to blog posts that I have done, also other videos showing you more about Revival Camp, how I set up this Traveler's Notebook. I have another post showing you how I'm setting up a different Traveler's Notebook that has a leather cover that I made in another video. So let's just go ahead and dive right in. I hope you guys are enjoying Revival Camp as much as I am. And I just think it's been a really great experience. I've never done it before, honestly. I have seen it before when Illustrated Faith has done it, but this is my first year and I'm just loving it. So I set up a Traveler's Notebook that I have mentioned in other videos and showed you. And I just used a basic plain, this is with craft paper, basically cover, like a cardboard craft paper cover, and lined pages that I had sitting around that I just decided I would use without having to go buy another little notebook. So I have been working in this, and what I've been doing in this is mostly doing more of the journaling, things that I feel as I'm reading or praying and putting down notes, and then I've used my Bible to do more of the artistic, creative side of journaling, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and start and just do a quick flip through. This is just, I'm not going to show you and talk about every little detail. I did more of that when I showed you how to set it up, which I'll have down in the description below. But I started mine off with, first it was Explore by Shauna, and I did a little kickoff prayer, added some of the alpha stickers that came in the kit. I liked using the badges that came in the bonus printable that Dayspring gives you when you purchase the kits. I liked using those as a little tab or a marker. I think that that's pretty neat to be able to flip right where I want to go. And then I had another little thing here that I have some notes under, and use this as a little cute tip in to cover it. I've done a lot of that in here. This is the next one on prayer by Tanya, and some of these I'm not going to flip up because I've written my notes in here from my heart that I don't want to be seen, but I did a lot of that on the pages and then used something to cover it that was fun and decorative, so you could do something like that if you wanted to. This is more on prayer, and I love this part of it. I used the little pocket that came with the trail mix in the kit and used it as a pocket to hold prayers, and I have prayers written in here as well. And then next was Fellowship by Yannette, which I loved this one as well. She really poured her heart out in this one, and it was just beautiful. So I did a little bit of creative journaling here with some stamps and different homespun alphas and the alphas that came in the kit. And then I have more little notes that I've written on Fellowship, some under here. And then I love what she said about hurt only causes resentment, which then leads to bitterness. If we can break that whole chain, it goes straight to forgiveness, then, we're going to save ourselves a lot of time and hurt and pain for sure. And then next was heart, and I just did some more of my journaling there. Answered some of the questions, the little prompts that she had, and then had some notes from my heart as well on that side. So as you see, for this month, I did not go crazy with the with adding tons of journaling or paper pieces and die cuts and things like that. I wanted it to be more from my heart journal, or things that I had written in here with journaling. And then I just added some little extra pieces with things that came from the kit or from the printables, some other little things, tags that I had on hand, and I kept it simple. This month, my Traveler's Notebook is going to be a little more detailed and involved. If you don't have time, something like this works great. If you do, you'll want to check out my Instagram, where I'll be showing those entries throughout the camp, and also at the end of the month, I'll do another little flip through in it so that you can see it, and you'll see more of that in detail. So first we have Explore, and let me go over here to the back. I believe it's where I have it, and that is where I have done this entry. So I did a lot of stamping in this month's kit that I usually don't do. I don't always use the stamps a whole lot. I use them some, but this time I used them a lot and I just loved them. I loved these little tree stamp that came with it, and I did it in different variations of colors of green. I used the badges on every page to show what devotional that was coming from, like I was earning my badge. So I did that there for Explore, and then overlaid black with the name of the badge so that you see how it kind of, it doesn't match exact, but you've got the same idea with putting the word over the top of it. I used printables that came with the kit as the bonus, and then did just a little bit of journaling there. And so Fellowship is is like the third one, but I'll go ahead and show you because it's on this page already. And so I used some of my acrylic paints from Dayspring and Illustrated Faith to do some background color, then layered it with some stamping as well that came from the kit in other colors. Then I added little strips and bits of washi throughout the page, then added some of the paper piece cutouts, hearts, crosses, and then added the homespun alphas from Illustrated Faith that said let it go. And so the reason it says let it go, and you're thinking, what does that have to do with Fellowship? She had talked about that hurt and resentment that I was telling you about, and it's just a great reminder to let it go. Don't let it hinder your friendships and relationships, which can often many times happen. So that's what I did there. And then the next one was prayer. So let me go flip over to that one, which is here. And this one, I did keep it kind of simple, which I really like. Sometimes I like doing the paint, but sometimes I like having it simple, especially if you don't have time. This is a perfect example, but I did this one with prayer. I had this little tag card from a pack of scrapbook paper that I just cut out, and then I used, again, printables that were given to us when you buy the kit, the little alphabet stickers from the kit, added more printables, the flags, did my little stamp badge, added some washi, and that's all there was to it. I do like using the fabric washi while we're doing this. It just adds another layer of texture, and I love the little florals that kind of coordinate in color, and so I've been using that a lot. I did that, I forgot to show you, on my Traveler's Notebook, just to add a little something to the top. I had that little ribbon that came in the trail mix, and then I added the little fabric washi to the top of each section as another little tab there, which I really liked, and then used the trail mix ribbon that came, and that just adds, you know, a little more dimension to the top. So that was for prayer. And then the last entry that I did, now you certainly could do more than one entry in your Bible, which I hope I'll be able to do more of in the next kit, but for this one I did one for each week, and then did a lot of the journaling in that Traveler's Notebook. But this one I absolutely love, probably my favorite one out of all the ones I did for this month. Besides the first one, I really liked it a lot too, but this one's fun. I had a little more color with it. It says, create in me a new heart. And this came as one of the clear sheets, like the transparent sheets in a way, from Illustrated Faith, and I just cut that out. I cut out the little paintbrush and the heart from that as well, layered it on top of some scrapbook paper that I then laid down with some washi tape. This is the fabric washi as well with the little polka dots, which is a lot of fun because you can see I used the arrow stamps and some of the others and stamped directly on the washi, which I did at the top of this one for a tab, and it just worked out beautifully. I love the way that looks, so I'll be doing more of that. I love that. Used these little flag guys from the printable, added some wordfetti on there that's from Illustrated Faith, added this sticker which came from the All People, All Nations, I believe that's that collection, added more stamping here, added my little badge stamp, and then some journaling. Okay, so use what you have on hand. That's what I've been trying to do with this. That's what I tried to do with the 100 Days Bible Promises Challenge. I want to use things I have on hand and use that up. You know, I buy this stuff and I love it. Dayspring sends me lots of goodies as well, and so I want to use those and not just leave them in my stash. I think that going through camp, this is going to be a great way to do that, so I encourage you to do the same. I can't wait to see your entries as well. Please tag me in those on social media. I would love to see them, but stay tuned. This is going to be another fun month for Revival Camp. I'll have links down below. I believe the kits are still available, but they are in very low supply. They have been selling out very quickly. Our are selling quickly. Last month's did sell out, but stay tuned. I'll do another flip through at the end of this month showing you my Traveler's Notebook, which I'm really excited about the one I'm doing for this month as well. That'll be a little bit different, and again has a leather cover that I made. So check out that video, like I mentioned before, because that was a lot of fun, and I think you'll enjoy being able to do that for more devotionals in the future too. So anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and enjoyed this flip through. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.